And I can also chug sorrows. Welcome back to Chinstrap Chaps.
I can also chug pussy.
You know what happens when I chug pussy. I get all burpy.
It's true. I was there when it happened. So this is actually kind of like a component of Monster Hunter.
Mining and skinning.
Well, yeah, and like farming stuff, because the whole point of the game, but for the most part, is to get better gear. That's pretty much the whole impetus to play the game. It's kind of like Destiny, if Destiny weren't shitty.
Apparently Destiny 2 doesn't suck so much.
I don't care.
Me either.
I didn't even know that game came out.
Yep.
There should be a fucking chest over here.
Apparently Jimmy and Dan are playing it.
Oh. Why?
I don't know. Because they're silly.
The first one was okay. It had a couple of cool things, but it was ultimately pretty unsatisfying.
Taylor, I want to make a game that's just like this.
Okay.
With varied creatures and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to put a side quest in there where you have to have sex with every creature.
Ooh.
So you got to find ways to
do that, yeah.
Find ways to fuck these creatures, even though they're hostile to you.
Okay. Like you have to capture them first?
You could. Some.
That would be kind of neat. Like
some you have to gain its affection by giving it meat.
You have to bait it, yeah. No, I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe as in a game similar to like Monster Hunter, if that were a component of it, is if you could I think that is actually a thing, is you can capture them. You don't always have to kill them. You can capture some of them. Mostly with some sort of trip mine sort of traps that electrocute them or something. Mm-hmm. Something like that.
And it has to be consensual.
Yeah.
You can't rape the monster.
That's good.
Because then you're the monster.
Yeah. They established that early on. You know what would make this fun though is if you kind of pulled like a Pokemon sort of idea where every single person in the world, their whole life revolves around fucking monsters. Because that's the thing in Pokemon is every single person in the world, their life revolves around Pokemon in one way or another, whether they're a trainer or a nurse or something. They all are involved with Pokemon. It's why can't there be one guy in the Pokemon world who's just what?
I make business cards.
Yeah, it's I make business cards.
I don't need a Pokemon for that.
I make cakes. I'm a fucking baker. I just make cakes all the time. And he's like, what's a Pokemon? What? Oh, you mean animals? Yeah, okay. It's an animal. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm a baker. I use those animals.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. Well, I think I made a grave error.
Oh.
Well, not a grave error, but I thought that there was a shield down there, and I guess there isn't. Unless there was a chest that I just overlooked or something. Which I suppose is possible. Let me go look one more time. And then we're going to go back to the woods to talk to Miss Green Day. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to return to our hometown to talk to the old man. The old man! And then we're going to... I don't know. I guess we'll go back to the cave that we were in earlier. Ouch! How'd you get down here?
For the wolves, it would actually be pretty easy to fuck them. You just need peanut butter.
Yeah, but that's tricking them, though.
Yeah, but then, you start, reaching around, and if they're okay, then it's fine. I mean, it's only as much...
It's only as much consent as
it's physically able to give.
Oh.
Because, some things are just not as smart.
That seems a little
You could go
unfair,
to the Cyclops.
Try to reason with it?
Yeah, and be like, hey, man. Hey, I'm trying to sleep. I'm trying to sleep. It's yeah, but I want to fuck you.
Is that it, maybe? There's a chest there.
And then it's what? You want to fuck me? And it's like,
oh, that's not it.
Well, yeah, that's my whole point.
That's what we do. That's what us humans do.
And he was like, well...
That's what us Prickermon trainers do.
Prickermon.
We fuck...
Don't you defile that grave.
Well, I found a chest, but it did not contain what I thought it would.
And then he's like, go, you gotta bring me something. I'm not just gonna let you fuck me. And then
Court
you gotta
me a little.
bring it like a cow, slaughter it in front of it.
You know what, this is kind of off topic, but it's something that happened recently. We were talking about movies that we'd seen recently. I haven't seen a ton of movies recently, but I did see one that was, I can't believe it. I saw The Room for the first time.
Oh.
And that was a...
Good movie.
I disagree.
It's a really good movie. What are you talking about?
Do you know they're actually making a movie set to come out later this year called The Disaster Artist? Mm-hmm. The one guy who played Mark in the movie wrote a kind of like a retelling...
Tommy Wiseau?
No, not Tommy Wiseau. He didn't write it, no. Mark, it was like Mark Sinestro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, Tommy Wiseau's character was Johnny. But
the
guy who played Mark is I forgot what his actual name is, but
Mark.
He wrote a like a retelling or like a first-hand account, like a book called The Disaster Artist, retelling like the production of The Room. Yeah,
and Jonathan Franco and
James Franco and Seth Rogen and I don't know who else is in it, but they're doing basically an adaptation of the book in a film that's set to come out later this year. And Tommy, it's funny because it's like I saw a trailer for it, and it's funny like James Franco's dressed up as Tommy Wiseau when he comes up to the fucking like rooftop and he's like, "What's the line?" He's like, "Line." It's like, "I did not hit her. I did not hit her. I did not. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. I did not hit her. Oh, hi, Mark."
Yep.
Like that's the line, and he keeps fucking it up every time. And apparently that's what actually happened during the production. It's like he couldn't remember his own lines that he fucking wrote for this fucking movie that he wanted to, like, he self-produced it.
"This is bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not." "Oh, hi, Mark."
And he throws down his water bottle. "Oh, hi, Mark."
And now I have to let you play the video game.
I've heard that there's a video game, but I've never played it or seen it.
Yeah, it's from the guys who some of the guys in Sleepy Cast, Sleepy Cabin. So Chris O'Neill, he did the music.
Did you see that music video that they made recently for a song called "My Two Uncles"? You should look at it. It's funny. I think it's Chris O'Neill and then the guys from Super Mega. They did a music video for a song that Chris wrote called "My Two Uncles." It's stupid. It's so dumb. I don't know why they made it or what they did it for, but they felt like doing it.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember
it's on
reading.
Newgrounds.
I do remember reading that Chris O'Neill had a hand in it. Yes, I think he did the music for it. Yeah.
It's actually it follows the plot of the movie, but then puts in the extra stuff that makes it kind of make sense to a degree.
Because there was a lot of parts. It just
says it's all in background.
There was a lot of parts that were just like not explored in that movie at all. It was almost like Tommy Wiseau wanted to write these dramatic moments just to say that there's drama in the movie, like,
and strung them together. And
then he just put them in there, but there's no like they don't follow up. Like the mom's talking to Lisa, and she's like, "Oh yeah, the results came back. Now I have breast cancer," and then it's just like, "Oh." And then that's it. Like, she didn't even react to it. And then fucking Denny's getting, like, held up by the dude, the drug dealer guy. And then I felt like I was going insane watching that movie. I was playing video games, I just had it on my computer, like, I wasn't really, like, actively paying attention.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how I could, because so much of that movie just repeats itself over and over and over and over again.
Hey, you guys want to go throw around the pig?
Yeah, you want to go throw the football around? Like, what the fuck was that all about? But then on top of that, though, it's just like, I want to get, like, counter of how many times Lisa says, "Don't worry about it," or "I don't want to talk about it." She says it, like, 20 times in the whole movie. And then, like, especially during that scene where they were, Danny got held up and then they're talking to him like afterwards. They're like, "What was that, Danny? What is that?" It's like, "It's nothing. Don't worry about it." It's like, "That was not nothing. What happened? Why are you involved with him?" I bought some drugs.
You're not my fucking mother.
You're not my fucking mother. And then it's like, "No, you have to tell us what's going on." And then he's like, "I got some drugs for him." "What kind of drugs?" "Don't worry about it. It won't happen again." It's like, oh my god. Get to the point.
Yeah.
It's so
also at the
bad.
start. I wanted to see you guys. I really like you. I wanted to watch. Like, no.
Wow, Lisa, you look so sexy. You're tearing me apart!
In a few minutes, bitch.
He says he's lying with such conviction. It's great. In a minute, bitch. Gatorade, bitch. Oh, good God. That's funny. I mean, I feel like I might have enjoyed that movie a little bit more if I had watched it with somebody else, but at the same time, I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, this is so hard to watch.
It is, and that's the thing.
It's so hard to watch. Like, I was like, I couldn't believe how boring that movie was. Like, it's so boring. Like, it's just, and it's not even to say that a movie like that can't be entertaining, but it's just like, I mean, fuck, I love, Blue is the Warmest Color, and that's just a bunch of nothing happening for about 3 hours, But, like...
It's a different mindset, though. Like, in Blue is the Warmest Color, like, you're kind of prepared for it.
Yeah, well, and there's, like, subtlety.
And there is...
There's subtlety and, like, an actual sort of, like, the acting is good. The script is good.
But in The Room, you got to think of it differently.
Oh, no, I know
you got to look and analyze every single scene as you're watching it.
Having seen it, I understand that now. But it's just like, so much of it is just nonsensical and pointless.
Peter dies.
And Peter...
he must, because he disappears and he becomes a different actor.
Yeah. Yeah, what was up with that? Like, fucking Mark tries to throw him off the building and then, like... He doesn't even acknowledge it. I'm like, what?
He becomes a different actor.
Like, I caught that off the side, like off the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Well, you don't realize that he becomes a different actor until like
because they don't say his name.
Yeah, well, because they don't say his name, but it's because the actor who played Peter was like he couldn't. He was booked on something else, or like he could only he only had so many days to be in the film. And they didn't, and Tommy Wiseau, being the fucking master that he is, didn't shoot all of his scenes.
Yeah.
So then, like, they had
to get a different guy.
They had parts that were written for the Peter character, but then, like, when they're at the party, it's just some random dude that they never say his name.
Yeah.
He's just a random guy who comes in, he's like, "What are you doing?"
In the game, they have it where, Peter says his scenes and stuff, and then he goes outside, and then a car just and flattens him. And he, like, gets dragged a couple 100 feet kind of thing. Just blood all over.
That would have been better.
And then it, like, X's him out and says Peter.
Yeah.
And puts the new guy's face on.
At least they wrote him out of the story somehow, and instead of just saying, "Oh, we didn't film the scenes with him in it." That's awesome.
Yeah, like I said, and then there's a huge second ending. Like, you can actually finish it the way the movie is, but there's also a second ending. And you have to find 7 hidden spoons.
What was the deal with that, with the spoons? Because I actually, like, didn't pay attention enough to understand, like, what that was all about. Is that just, like,
he has
joke?
The whole thing
he's got pictures of spoons.
He has pictures of spoons.
Right, okay, yeah, that's it.
Just pictures of spoons.
That's why.
It doesn't make sense. Why?
Yeah, that's why I didn't remember that, because I was kind of, like, not visually looking at them filmed.
Yeah, that's something you have to look in the background.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's pictures of the spoons.
Be like, here's a spoon.
I know, because I understand the whole football thing. Like, that, I get. That one's pretty obvious. Because it's like, I love there's one scene, I love it so much, because it's so, it just, I think it's like one of the first times they play with the football. It's one of my favorite parts. Escort. No, we're not doing this.
Where it gets too rough.
No, he he gets too rough. But I mean, I love the intro to that scene.
So buggered.
I love the intro to that scene because fucking Like, Johnny is just in, like, the alleyway for some reason, and he's walking, like, he starts walking, he starts his pace, and then, like, fucking Denny comes up right behind him, or it was Mark or somebody like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I think it was somebody. It was, like, one of the characters, and he, like, as soon as he starts walking, he turns around and it's like, hey, Johnny. He's like, oh, hey, Denny, what's up? And it's like, what are you doing here? And then 2 seconds later, hey, Mark, what's going on?
Why are we all in the alley?
Yeah, and then they start throwing the fucking football around.
That's a mini game in the thing. You have to throw it correctly or else.
Oh, God. I want to say it was Mark first, and then Denny shows up with the football, and he's like, let's play the football. Or somebody. I can't remember the order of progression.
I don't remember. It's been a while.
But it's like, it's so funny because it's just like, it's a hard cut from the previous scene. Like, I actually rewound the film to watch it. I'm like, because it's so awkward. Like, it's hard cut to them in the alley, or just some like corner of the alley, and then he's like, hey, Johnny, and then he just turns around like, hey, what's going on? It's like, why is the scene taking place here?
Also, places, that's not how you play football.
No, you don't just throw it around in like a 5-foot circle. Like you're all a bunch of fucking like children. Like, that's not how you play football. But like, what's like, I just like, and then it shows up like 3 or 4 times in the whole movie where they're throwing the football inexplicably. Like, why are they doing that?
Stop throwing the football. No one cares.
Well, that's a repeat of that. Okay, this time we're taking the bucket.
No evidence.
No evidence. Alright, next time on Chinstrap Chaps, we watch The Room.